Hello, welcome everybody who made it to this place. I'm really happy and glad to have you, and I thank you for believing in us. Like we keep saying, we hope and pray that after this training, you will all start exporting. You know, so here, this is our first training, and we are going to talk about the basics of exportation. We have done this in the free training class, but I'm going to expatiate a little bit more on it. So what do you need to start training? Like we said, you need a device that has internet connectivity. And like I also explained, you're dealing with people outside the country. They don't know you. They don't even have any way of asking about you. They don't even want to get into tracking you. They are concerned about the money they're about to give you. And so trust is a lot in this business. And so when you have your device, the next thing you do is to get into social media. You can get into Instagram or Facebook. You can open a website if you can, but I know we're talking we're talking about limited budget, so let's leave a website for now. But you need to go to Facebook and probably Instagram, but one of them, and open an account. If you want to use your personal account, then you need to mind what you're posting on that personal account. You know why? You're asking somebody who sees these products abroad. You're telling them, don't buy there, buy from me. And they don't know you. They're going to search you out. And in searching you out, they find out on your Instagram page or on your Facebook page how you're enjoying life. They will just say that their money will enter one chance. You understand? But if they search you out with the account you're giving them, even if it is a new account you created, forget about followership. You don't have to have all the followership in the world. So if they search you out in the new account you're giving them, and they find out that truly you're talking export, you're posting about export, you're giving training, you're talking about the food nutrients or food benefits of some food, they will know that you've made an effort to sit on this program, and they know that they can trust you. So that is one. You create an account, and most you have to create a WhatsApp business account where you have catalogs posting your goods. So these are the things that will create trust, apart from the way you speak to the person. So you can be a personal shopper, like we said. If you're starting small, you be a personal shopper. What you tell people is, give me a list of what you want to buy. We will buy them for you, and we will send them across to you. Now, if you're going to do that, then you're going to be showing that they can trust you with their money. Nobody wants to run around. Some of them will tell you, so what do we do about payment? Am I going to pay you everything? You will now tell them, okay, don't pay me everything if you don't want, but let's look for a place where you can deposit the balance. And sometimes depositing balance can cost them money, and so they will just tell you, okay, you know what, I'm going to send you all the money, and they send it to you. So trust is a very serious factor in this business. It's a lot. So now when you get your device, you open your account, you make flyers. You're going to make flyers because these are the things you're going to use to convince somebody. Identify the products you're very good at. Yes, if you're a personal shopper, what you usually tell them is, give me a list, I'll source them. But before you start sourcing products, you have to have the ones you know, that you can tell them, oh, I sell catfish, dried catfish, I sell crayfish, I sell ogbono, I sell gari. Then you tell them that aside from these ones, you can source more products for them. But these are your key products which you produce, that's which you're in control, in charge of. Then after that, of course, you can get to a wholesale market and get the products that they want. But first, in your flyers, there must be key products that you say you're selling. I'm selling pounded what do you call yam flour. I'm selling cassava flour. I'm selling gari. I'm selling swallow. I'm selling crayfish, blended crayfish. I'm selling. You put these things in your flyer. You can now say, oh, and we can source other things for you. But you must have a niche, so that you don't just look like somebody who is running amok, looking for somewhere to collect money. So those are the things in your flyer. You must do your flyer. If you can have somebody, an expert, do those flyers for you. You can also have, there's a trainer here who is going to train you on Canva. Canva is a free app where you can do your invoice, your flyers, your letter-headed paper, your complimentary card. It's an app where you can get all those things there. It even has artificial intelligence and can produce some other things you want for you. So Canva is it for you. There are also so many others, but I'm fully aware of Canva. So there's somebody who can train you for on Canva at a very limited cost. Or some of you might already know how to use Canva, and some of you might say, I don't have energy for that. Let somebody produce my flyer. It's just that sometimes you need to have an idea. Even if you want somebody to produce it, it's good to have an idea. So you produce your flyers. Those are the flyers you're going to use to get into spaces and then say, this is what we do. Now, after that, you need to open a domiciliary account. In opening a domiciliary account, you're going to go to your bank, know whether you're using your name, whether you're using a business name registration, whether you're using a limited liability company registration. But whatever, you're going to open an account in your name, your business name, or your limited liability company. You know, we tell you that you don't really need to have a limited liability company to start, or you don't really need a name registration. That is true. You don't. But you see, we're also talking about trust. It doesn't mean you can't start immediately. You can without them. But the true and better picture is for you to have a registration. You can have a name registration. It might not cost you so much. We have lawyers who can do that for you. But the question is, how far can you really go with a name registration? Even in Nigeria, there's a limitation to what you can do with a business name registration. You understand? Ventures or distinct ventures or that enterprise and all of that. Even in government contracts, there's a limit to what they can give you. So you really would need that. But for now, if you don't have the money, that's fine. And even in this business you're doing, there's a limited business you can do. There's a limit to what you can do. Even that person that wants to give you business, they will give you, but there's also a limit to what you can do with just your name. So it will be nice, even if you can't do it now, it will be nice for you to plan to do a business name registration, or better still, a limited liability company registration. Remember, the question of trust is there. You want to go beyond your friends and family. You want to go beyond that. You want to make a business out of it. You want to reach people who don't know you. You want to get into companies. You want to get into African stores. You want to get into Asian stores. You want to even put your goods on Walmart. So these are you're not going to do that with your name. With your name, there's a limit to what your name can do. But you can start with your name for now. So that's it. And then after that, you know, you will need to, for those who are into large scale production, when you get your limited liability company, there are some registrations you will do. We're going to discuss all of that as we go on. You go to Nigerian Export Promotion Council, you register your company, you do food drug administration if you're going to supply in Canada and in US. UK really does not really, it's not strict about all of those things, but you get them. And those registrations, you don't really have to do them, you know, except you get a buyer, because it takes 2 years to, you know, it terminates after 2 years, it expires after 2 years, and you now start again. So it's always good to have it in mind. It doesn't take much to register it. Under 24 hours or thereabout, you get your registration out and you print. So you hold on till you get a buyer, so that you don't register that kind of registration and under 2 years it expires and you didn't get that volume of delivery you want. Maybe we're getting smaller ones that didn't need it. So this basically is the basic knowledge you need in exportation, in starting your exportation. You know, you don't need anything so serious to start it, but you will have to start. So this is our first class, our first introduction into the basics in exportation. Our next class is going to take us, you know, into different types of exportation, and then different things you can export. I hope you were able to get something from here. Thank you.